So finding a comfortable seat. We're actually going to switch it up a little bit today. If you have been in my class before, then you know that I usually start with a comfortable seat and we do some meditation and some movement. And we're going to do that same thing again, but we're just going to switch it up a little bit. So for our comfortable seat today, let's sit all with our legs folded up underneath us. So this is a Virasana position. It's called Hero's Pose. If this isn't accessible for your knees, definitely take your block or your blanket or your prop, slide it underneath your sits bones. And then just come to your nice, comfortable seat, sitting up tall. You can close down the eyes if that feels good, or if it's more comfortable for you, just look downward. Either way, we're gonna begin to draw the awareness inward. So cutting off the stimulus of the vision by either closing the eyes or looking downward. Pratyahara is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. The direct translation is withdrawal of the senses. And so for the first maybe couple years that I practiced yoga, I wasn't super concerned with all the 8 limbs and sort of getting a real deep understanding of what they mean. And specifically this pratyahara seemed very vague to me, the withdrawing of the senses. I didn't really understand what that meant. And still sometimes today it feels a little bit hard to grasp. But this closing of the eyes at the beginning of practice, or just looking downward at the mat, it's really as simple as that. Throughout our yoga practice, we want to use this 60 minutes as an opportunity for self-exploration. We want to take our awareness, our consciousness, and therefore our senses into our body. So we're not thinking about what's going on outside in the world, what's going on in our family, what's going on outside the front door, anything like this. We're focusing on what's going on inside the body physically and inside the mind mentally. So a way that we do that is pratyahara. That's the withdrawal of the senses. You close your eyes, and what do you see? On the inside, what shows up? Another sense that we can activate and pull into this practice of pratyahara is the sense of hearing. So begin to hear your breath consciously. Make sound with your breath and listen to that sound. Maybe you have music going on in the background. Maybe there's people talking or some shuffling in the background, but try to make the primary focus of your conscious mind the sound of the breath. Again, we're focusing on ourselves, our body, what's happening inside. And we'll take one more minute here in this seated position. Relax your face, sit up tall. And each time your mind wanders away from your breath, gently bring it back. The conscious, the thinking mind is completely captivated by the sound and the sensation of breathing and the sensation of sitting up tall, relaxing the spine, relaxing the face. Take one more cycle of breath. Take your time, make it a deep, a slow, full breath all the way in. Hold at the top for just a moment and then let it all go. You can open your mouth if you wish, pushing every last drop of air out. And then seal the lips, open up the eyes, let the natural rhythm of breath return, but stay with that sound. Like I said, we're gonna go for that Ujjayi Pranayama for the whole class, using that sound as something to anchor us and bring our awareness into our body. So we're not using this as an opportunity just to fly away. All right, let's stretch out our legs a little bit. Place the hands in front of you, one leg at a time. We're just gonna extend them back, tucking the toes, returning some blood flow back into the legs. And so maybe take it a couple times, 2 or 3 times each leg, just extending out back behind you, nothing special here. And then we're gonna come up into a kneeling position. So we're sort of standing on our knees. If you wanna be real precise with your alignment, take your 2 fists together. Take your 2 fists right between your knees, and they should fit perfectly. That's exactly your hip bone distance. And we're gonna take some side stretching here. So just like we usually do on our seat, but we're gonna do it here in this sort of camel stance. And then we're gonna eventually take one leg out to the side. So if you, actually I'll cue right now, go ahead and turn sideways on your mat. We're gonna, in a couple poses, we're gonna be stepping out to the side and stretching either side. So make sure that there's some space on either side of you. For now though, start with both hands on your hips, and then inhale, just reach the right hand straight up towards the ceiling. So we're not doing any big side bending just yet, but reaching the right arm up, and then can you spin the pinky edge of the arm towards the front of your space? So out in front of you, the tricep spins in front. It's like you're trying to hide your armpits. So reaching the arm up, but the shoulder spins down. Feeling this extension across the right side. Take one more breath. And exhale, slowly take the right hand to the right hip. Now inhale, left hand reaches straight up towards the ceiling. Try not to shift the weight to either side. Try not to shift the weight forward or back. So feel both knees grounding into the mat evenly, equal weight. Spin the tricep forward, spin the forearm forward so that the shoulder can get some external rotation, and then it creates space around the neck, the collarbone, and the armpit. Good, and take one more breath. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the left side body. And exhale, take the left hand to the lower back. Let's take a baby camel. So super, super small. Again, we're not even gonna shift the weight forward or back. Just look up and then lift the heart. So think of lifting the whole rib cage off of the chest. If it feels good, you can lean a little bit back, but be mindful, we're still early in class. Good, and then use your next inhale, draw yourself back up, look forward, and exhale. All right, let's take the left leg out to the side. So your left toes will point straight forward, or as forward as is possible for your ankles. And then we're gonna drop the right hand to the floor. Inhale, stretch the left hand high. It's a long line from the left fingers, down the left arm, the side body, through the whole leg. So big breath across the whole left side body. Inhale. And exhale, let's roll forward, touching the ground. And then we're gonna take our left hand towards our left foot. Inhale, right hand reaches high up and over. And then inhale, comes straight back up. And exhale, hands by your sides, left foot in. Let's take that to the other side. So your right foot will go out. The right foot points towards the side of the mat, or towards the front of you. And then your left hand comes down. Inhale, stretch the right hand high up and over. Big long line of energy from fingertips to toes. This is Padidasana, gate pose. Good, exhale, let the right hand come down to touch the ground. We're rounding the spine as we walk the hands forward and over to the right side. Take the right hand onto the right ankle and then peel yourself open, lifting that left hand high. Good, and then inhale, both hands come up, both knees come together, and then relax your arms by your sides. Good, take a quick seat back down on your heels. Close your eyes once again, and take maybe a 10-second body scan. And you can scan the physical body, you can scan the energetic body. Notice, how have those first couple poses impacted the energy? Good. Fluttering open your eyes. With breath, make your way to child's pose. So maybe you just open up your knees and drape your body forward. For child's pose, it's Balasana. The big toes come close towards each other behind you. The knees go out nice and wide. And just allow the upper body to relax. We'll take, again, about 60 seconds here. Contemplate the breath. Another practice I like to use to help myself stay connected with the breath is focusing on the tip of the nose. So as you breathe in and out through your nostrils, resting your awareness on the tip of the nose, can you feel those inhales? The air is slightly cooler moving in. Keeping your awareness at the tip of the nose around the rim of the nostril, can you feel that the exhale is slightly warmer as the air moves out? Shifting your awareness from the tip of your nose, now focus on your back ribs. So the rib cage on the back side of your body. As you inhale, can you puff up the back ribs? Get lots of space through the backside body. And then as you exhale, can you soften into that space that you've created? Take a few more breaths like that, focusing on the back ribs. Inhale, can you breathe sideways, expanding the ribs right and left as you inhale? And then exhale, soften the upper body, the heart, the head, the arms, the shoulders, all relax. Let's take one or two more breaths. Big inhales through your nose. Maybe you walk the hands forward as you breathe in. And then soft, gentle exhales again through the nose. And can you pull your belly button to your spine to push all your air out? One more breath, the deepest and longest breath you've taken yet. And sip it in, breathing in, hold it at the top for just a moment, and then open your mouth, let it go, an audible exhale, a sigh of relief, really. And then you can feel free to hang out in this child's pose as long as you like, as long as you need. I know sometimes I get into my first child's pose and it just feels heavenly in the hips and the low back. So if that's your experience today, then feel free. Stay as long as you need and come back whenever you need. If you're ready for some movement, we'll make our way up into tabletop. So for tabletop pose, we're basically just on all fours. Stack the hands directly underneath the shoulders and then the knees directly underneath the hips. I often find that I want to widen my stance. I want to take my hands in front of the shoulders. So check to make sure that the hands are directly, the wrists are directly under the shoulders, knees are directly under the hips. And then we'll take some cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Try to pull the heart through the arms. And then exhale, push the ground away from you, tuck your chin, really squeeze your throat and push the hands and feet into the ground. Inhale, cow pose. This is Majayasana. It's a nice easy back bend. And exhale, cat pose, Bhuttigasana. Real nice flexion of the spine, nice and round. A few more like that. Inhale, dropping the belly, breathe space across the collarbones. And exhale, push the floor away from you with your hands and push the tops of your feet into the ground as well. If you'd like to take some more organic movement, as always, that's here for you. You can roll out the spine, you can roll out the shoulders, maybe drawing some big circles, forward and back, right and left with the hips. And find yourself even and satisfied as you're ready in a neutral spine. And then I know some of y'all have seen this coming. We're gonna sit back on the heels and stretch our wrists. As always, very important. I just like to sometimes shake them out a little bit. Y'all know I do this every single time. And again, it's nothing really special. It doesn't take a super long time. It doesn't take a lot of effort, but it's super important just giving some awareness. I think even just acknowledging that your wrists exist and that they are about to hold you up, it can do so much for them. So just sending some awareness, some love into your wrists. One other stretch we'll do, we'll take the, well, I guess it doesn't matter which hand you start with, but just traction the wrist away from the elbow. Again, it's a very subtle sensation. It's not gonna feel really big, but we're creating so much space in the joint of the wrist, clearing up some of the space for new energy and new blood to flow. Go ahead and switch it up. Traction the wrist away from the elbow. So we're really just pulling the hand sort of off the arm, if you can visualize that. Nice. And then spread your fingers wide, and then the palms will face towards you this time. So we usually do this. We're going to reverse it this time. So we're going to place the backs of the hands on the ground. Just like when we place the palms on the ground, keep your collarbones broad, keep your shoulders back. So it's a nice long spine, spreading the fingers, push the fingernails into the mat, and breathe into the back of the wrist. Don't take it too far, just till you're comfortable. Good. And then slowly release that. We'll take a quick reverse. So flip the hands. Feel the stretch now in the bottom part, the under part of the wrist. Again, shoulders back, heart forward. And then inhale, lift yourself up. Shake out your hands one last time. Maybe give them a few rolls. Remind your wrists and your hands that you love them. You're grateful for all they do for you. And then we'll find downward dog. So spreading your fingers wide, shoulder width distance apart, tucking the toes, lifting those hips. You all know where you're going. It's Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. It's nice, comfortable pose. Maybe today it doesn't necessarily feel like a rest pose, but if you continue your yoga practice, one day this will be a very nice place to just come and relax, let the heart rate settle, let the breath settle. Another thing I always like to say is use down dog as an opportunity to reconnect with the breath. Maybe you haven't lost it just yet, but I know for me, I often find myself doing maybe a warrior flow or some lunging, and then I get back to down dog and I realize I've been holding my breath, or my breath has been shallow, or I haven't been listening. So just come into down dog, and each time you come here without judgment, ask yourself, am I breathing? Am I focusing on the sound of my breath? Or am I focusing on something outside of that? And look forward, take a bunch of small steps to the top of your mat, and then rest with your feet mat width distance. So spread those feet apart from one another, bend the knees generously, and then grab opposite elbows, let the head hang, nice ragdoll position. And here you can shift the weight from right foot to the left foot, side to side. Maybe you even shift a little bit forward and back. Let the head and the neck be completely soft. So let the head hang. There's nothing holding on in the head. You can even shake it yes and no a little bit to feel the neck let go. Maybe bending one knee at a time. And breathe with sound into the back of the heart. Good. Stay down in your fold. Keep your head relaxed. And release your hands so that your left hand is going to plant right in front of, or right underneath your head. So if you were looking at the ground, it would be right in front of your face. Bend the left knee, straighten out the right knee, and then inhale, reach the right hand high for the ceiling. It's a nice twist. Good. If you like, you can wrap it up. Take the right arm around the lower back to the front left pocket. Keep breathing space from the tailbone all the way up the spine. We're broad through the collarbones. One more inhale. Exhale, stay. Good. If you wrapped, then inhale, reach the arm up. And exhale, take the hand to the ground. Let's switch it out. So now the right hand is planting down, right in the middle. Right knee bends, left leg straight. Inhale, stretch to the left. If you like to bind, exhale, take that half bind, wrapping the arm. And then we'll take a few big breaths all the way in from the tailbone through the crown of the head, long spine. And exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. All right, now let's release. Inhale, left hand high. And exhale, release, come down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together. Either together or hip width distance apart, and then inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back. Retract your shoulder blades as you reach the chest forward. And exhale, forward fold. Let the head go. Two more like that. Inhale, hands to fingertips or to the shins, and lengthen with the heart. Sits bones back, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head go. Last one. Inhale. Really feel the length. It's a flat back. Shoulders pull together behind you. And exhale, forward fold, letting it all go. All right, bend the knees, push the feet into the mat, roll yourself up nice and slow. Chin is going to be the last thing to lift. Arriving in Samasthiti. We'll take Ardha Chandrasana before we move into our first salutations. So for Ardha Chandrasana, it's half moon pose, a nice big side body stretch, continuing on with that theme. We'll bring the big toes together to touch, and then the heels can be touching as well, or they can be slightly separated, whatever works for your anatomy today. So for half moon pose, let's inhale, draw the arms up overhead. And then find any grip really. Traditionally, it's Kali Mudra, the steeple grip, where you interlace the fingers, release pointer finger, cross the thumbs. Or you can just grab hold of one wrist or hold your hands together, however it feels good. Again, spin the triceps forward so the shoulders get out of the ears. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, we'll bend up and over to the right. We're going to hold here for about 30 seconds. You don't need to go too far, too fast. Just find a nice stretch across the left side of the body, the arm, the ribs, the leg. Can you push your hips a little bit more to the left as you lean the upper body over? Now pull up on your kneecaps, make your legs really strong. Tuck your tailbone under so you're pushing your hips forward as you pull the belly button in, lift the chin a little bit, and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, draw yourself up. You can switch the grip of your hands if you need. And then exhale, bend over in the opposite direction. So now we're feeling space all across the left side of the body. Again, the triceps, the outside edges of the arms, spin forward to sort of hide the armpits and make lots of space around the neck and the throat. Lifting the chin slightly. Pushing the hips forward, leaning the upper body back. Are your legs really strong? Pull up on those kneecaps, squeeze your glutes. Tuck the tailbone under as you pull the belly button to the spine. Nice tight core. And then house your breath. Let there be sound for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, draw yourself up. Let's take some rolling cactuses. Exhale, look up, cactus the arms. Inhale, look forward, reach up. Exhale, look up, cactus the arms, lean back. Couple more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push the hips forward as you cactus the arms. Inhale, last one. And exhale, cactus. Let the head go all the way back for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, lift yourself up. And exhale, forward fold. Let's take a bound forward fold here. Any variation of Parahastasana that works for you. So if you want to keep your toes and heels together, then you'll bend the knees, scoop up the heels from behind. Wrap the forearms around the calves. Find your fold that way. If you'd like something different, you can separate the feet hip-width distance, slide the hands underneath the feet from the front. Either way, wherever you are, bend the knees a lot. We're trying to connect the belly onto the thighs. So everybody starts with bent knees. Once you have that connection, the upper body onto the lower body, keep that connection as you begin to shift the weight forward, straighten the legs, and lift the hips towards the ceiling. The legs don't have to come to straight, just any amount to straighten them to lift those sits bones and pull your head closer to the ground. Use the strength of your arms. Pull yourself into it for 3, for 2, and 1. Release your hands from underneath your feet. Inhale, take halfway lift, shoulders back, and exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, push the feet down. Inhale, lift yourself up, reaching the arms up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Let's roll right into Surya Namaskara, our sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold, letting it all go. Now inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to a high plank position. We're gonna really engage this high plank here. So we're gonna hold here for a few moments. If you need to come down to your knees, definitely do so. Some things that I often see in plank pose are the hips dipping down and under. We want the hips to be at the same height, roughly, as the shoulders. So can you lift those hips, tuck the tailbone, and pull the belly button towards the spine? Also, don't let the heart sink. So a lot of times we retract the shoulder blades in plank and then the heart starts to sink. So can you, active through your arms, push the ground away from you so the shoulders separate behind you. Good. Everybody, inhale here, long plank. You got it. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep the elbows in as we lower down. Inhale through baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale takes you home, downward facing position, rolling or stepping over the feet. Find this nice, steady, this strong, solid downward facing dog. Remind yourself to breathe kindly. I'm going to take one more breath, a full inhale, and don't forget about your exhale. It's a full exhale. Allow the lungs to be empty. And then you'll look forward. Inhale, you can walk, step, or hop to a halfway lift position, all with the same breath in. Lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Root to rise. Inhale, lift yourself up. If you wish, you can take a little back bend at the top. Exhale, hands through heart center and down by your sides. Samasthiti. We'll take 2 more rounds like that. Linking breath with movement. Gonna move a little bit quicker here. The reason I like to take Surya Namaskara in the beginning is because it's a repetitive and it's a rather simple movement, right? Once you get the hang of it, you really don't have to think about it. You just ride the breath. So it's a nice moving meditation. We'll take 2 more rounds. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stretch the front side. Exhale, reach the arms down, forward fold. Now inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, straight forward. And exhale, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back, and lower down for Chaturanga with the same exhale. Find the bottom of the lunge. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the head, the chest, the thighs. Breathe all the way in. And exhale, downward facing position, rolling or stepping over those toes. Listening to the breath, engaging that pratyahara, practicing pratyahara. Another way we can do that is with the drishti. So steadying the gaze, we're not looking around. Again, eliminating that external stimulus of the vision. Just look at one thing. Focus your eyes. Keep your eyes focused, spread your fingers, push your hands into the ground and take your last breath. A full inhale, lift those hips. A full exhale, sink the heels. Look forward, inhale, step or hop to halfway lift position. And exhale to forward fold, letting the head go. Inhale, come all the way up. Again, a little back bend if you wish. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands by your sides. One more. Don't think too much about it, just breathe. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, extension through the spine. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, four-limbed staff pose. Strong Chaturanga. Inhale, stronger back bend. And exhale takes you home. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Steady the gaze, steady the breath. All right, again, it's your last breath. Take your time with it. Full inhale. Complete the exhale. Take your time. Ride the inhale forward, halfway lift. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reaching the arms up. And exhale, come to Samasthiti. Again, you can close the eyes. Again, we'll take maybe 10 seconds. A little scan of the physical body as well as the energetic body. How does it feel? How is the yoga impacting things? And Surya Namaskara B, Sun Salutation B, adding on a couple variations. Sink the hips down super low, bending the knees a lot. You can even scrape the ground with your fingertips. And then inhale, come up for Utkatasana, chair pose. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale to lift the heart. And then exhale, forward fold, draping the upper body down. Inhale, take halfway lift. And then we'll find our vinyasa, riding the breath back to downward facing dog. So we all meet back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you'd like to take it through a vinyasa, use your breath to guide you. Nice, very good. So in downward facing dog, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, take knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, and then plant the foot between the hands. Seal the back heel onto the mat. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one position. Virabhadrasana A. Good. Inhale, draw length into the spine. And exhale, open up warrior two. Virabhadrasana B. Adjust your stance as needed. Keep your front lunge nice and deep in that front leg. Good. Push your left foot, that back foot, firmly into the mat. We have equal weight in both feet here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, reaching forward and down. Nice. For the final expression, you can bring your hand flat to the ground and reach your left hand straight up overhead. So again, it's a long line of energy, whatever works for you. You can also rest the elbow on the knee or use core strength to keep yourself lifted. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reverse triangle. Stretch up with the right hand, straighten the right leg. And then exhale, circle the hands all the way down to the mat. Step the right foot back. It's an optional vinyasa flow. So rinsing it out with that chaturanga, that up dog. Meeting back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Let's take a clearing breath. In and out through the nose. If you need to release some heat, exhaling through the mouth. Inhale, stretch the left leg up, nice and high. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Last one, inhale, stretch, get even higher with that foot. Exhale, knee to nose, and then plant that foot between your hands. Right heel comes onto the mat. Inhale, work yourself up. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana A. So we're working towards the front of our mat here. Shoulders are squaring forward, lunging deep and looking straight forward. Tighten the core. Now inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Very nice, everybody. Keep your legs real strong. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale over strong legs. Don't let the legs move. You're just shifting the upper body into Uttita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Don't forget about your back leg. Keep lunging into the front. Can you push your hips slightly forward as you lean the upper body back? Take the variation that is most accessible, most beneficial for you. We've got 3. Keep breathing for 2 and 1. Now find an inhale to reverse triangle. Straighten the left leg, reach the left hand up, full breath all the way in. And exhale, circle the hands to the mat. Both hands touch left foot back. Exhale down for chaturanga. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, let's take it back. Child's pose or downward facing dog. We'll find 30 seconds of rest. Allow the heart rate, the breath to settle. Cool. If you're in child's pose, slowly, mindfully make your way back up to downward dog. And from downward facing dog, we'll again make our way forward on the mat. So look to your hands. Inhale, step or hop forward, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold, letting it go. Separate the feet, hip width distance. Bend into the knees. Sweep the ground with your hands as you reach yourself up for Utkatasana. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push to standing position. Good. Another round of sun salutation B. Adding in some triangles, so Trikonasana this time. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the hips, reach the arms. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, that's halfway lift. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, planting the hands, stepping or hopping the feet back. It's an optional vinyasa. If you ever want to skip the Chaturangas and the up dog, feel free. We're always going to meet us in down dog. Inhale, take the right leg high. Now bend the knee and open up the hips towards the right side, so stacking the right hip on top of the left. You can roll out the ankle a few times if you wish, pointing and flexing the foot. All right, with an inhale, straighten the leg and square the hips downward towards the mat. Exhale, knee to nose and hover for 3, 2, and 1. Now plant the foot between the hands, rise up, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. Good, steady your breath. Strong foundation underneath you. Let's move into triangle pose, Trikonasana. So inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach, reach, reach forward as far as you can, and then don't let the torso move. We're just gonna tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12. And then you can look down at the bottom hand, or you can look up at the top hand, but again, find a steady gaze, don't look around. Breathe into this pose. Pull up on both kneecaps, both quads are super strong for 3. For 2, breathe across the chest. And then exhale, pyramid pose. Both hands come to the mat. Step the left foot in, and then take a halfway lift. So now we're squaring the hips down towards the mat. Halfway lift as you inhale, and exhale, just drape the upper body straight down over that front right leg. If you need to take a micro bend in your front right leg, that's okay. If your hands don't touch the ground, that's okay. One thing that I want to be sure of is that both feet are flat on the ground. So a lot of times the back foot, especially the heel, will want to pop up off the mat. So if that's happening for you, maybe push that heel down, or you can shorten your stance or widen your stance, adjust so that both feet are flat on the ground, firmly planted. And as many times as you like, you can inhale, take halfway lift, shoulders back, and exhale to forward fold. That's just a nice way to make sure we're getting into the correct alignment here. Good. So keeping the back foot flat on the ground, can you shift a little more weight forward into that front right foot? And with that, you feel the right hip going back and the left hip sinking forward. So we're squaring ourselves off even more. All right, standing splits, Urdhva Hanumanasana. Looking at the front big toe, that right big toe, keep your hands on the ground to start. Inhale, launch off those left feet and reach the left foot towards the sky. Keep looking at the right big toe. Don't let your eyes look around. You can stay here if you wish. If you want a balance challenge, take the right hand to the right ankle. Maybe take the left hand to the right ankle, maybe fall out of it. That's okay, come right back in. Push that right foot down to lift the left foot even higher. You can let the head go if you wish. And then give it your all for the last 3, 2, and 1. Now we'll rinse it out with a vinyasa. So planting the hands, stepping the feet back. Meet us in downward facing dog. Use your breath as your guide. What does that sound like? And then your muscle memory tells you to reconnect with the breath when you meet back in down dog. Make it a nice habit. You don't even have to think about it. Once you come to down dog, you just automatically tune into the breath. And then we'll take that all over to the other side. So inhale, lift your left leg high. Now bend the knee, point the toe, stack the hips. Good. Reaching that knee high towards the sky. You can roll out the ankle a few times, point and flex. Good, and then square the hips downward towards the mat. Both hips are side by side. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose and hover for 3, 2, and 1. Plant that foot down. Inhale, lift up, warrior 2. Here we are again, Virabhadrasana B. Find your strong stance. Find this engagement of the core here. So as you pull that belly button in, we lengthen the tailbone under. We're sort of thrusting the pelvis forward to find this nice alignment. Keep that alignment of the pelvis, the engagement of the core. As you inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, reach forward. Keep the core nice and tight. Keep pushing those hips forward. And then inhale, tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. Good, steady drishti, either down at the bottom hand or up at the top hand. You've got 5, 4, strong legs, 3, 2, big breath in, and exhale, pyramid pose. Take both hands to the mat, step your right foot up and in a little bit. Halfway lift, breathe in across the collarbones, and exhale, drape down, straight forward. Hips are squared. Again, we'll hang out here for a few moments. Make sure that both feet are flat on the ground, especially that back foot. The right heel is going to want to pop up. Make sure you're pushing it down. It's okay if the front knee needs to bend a little bit. It's okay if your hands don't touch. Just breathe into the hamstring. We're stretching the back of the left leg here. So allow your awareness to be in the back of the left leg. What does this pose feel like? Your awareness is in your body, pratyahara. Again, if you like, you can take those halfway lifts as much as you need. All right, and then we'll transition Urdhva Hanumanasana. Standing splits. Take your hands to the floor. Look at the left big toe with force, with strength. Launch off the right foot. You can take your left hand to your left ankle if you want the challenge. Maybe your right hand to your left ankle as well. Keep looking at the big toe. If you want to let your head hang heavy, do so. Push the right foot down, or the left foot, and really lift that right foot. This is one where I know that a lot of people don't go to their edge. I know that you all probably have more space. So go hard. Lift that leg as hard as you can, as high as you can, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's meet back in downward dog, rinsing it out with an optional vinyasa. So you plant the hands, step the feet back. Exhale will lower you down, chaturanga. Inhale lifts the heart through the arms for up dog. And exhale, downward facing position. Let's keep it going. Inhale, take the right leg high. And then exhale, bring it forward, plant it between the hands for low lunge. So lower down onto the left knee. Bring your hands to your hips. And this is Anjaneyasana, our low lunge. Good pose for the hip flexors. So we're on our right foot is forward, the left knee is back. Make sure that the top of the left foot is flat on the ground and push that foot into the ground with force. And with that, you can even push your pelvis more forward, feeling a big stretch in this top left hip flexor. Just breathing here. All right, let's take a side body stretch. Drop the right hand down. It can touch the floor or a block. Inhale, reach the left hand high. Big, big stretch across the arm, the ribs, even down into the leg. And keep the top of the back foot pushing into the mat. Both legs are strong. Take one more inhale into the left side body, and then exhale, rotate towards the right. We're hooking the left elbow onto the right knee for Parivrtta Anjaneyasana, a revolved low lunge. If you want to take it up for a challenge, Parivrtta Arlanasana, revolved high lunge. Tuck those toes, lift off the back knee, and breathe with sound. You've got 5. Twist a little deeper for 3, for 2, and 1. Release into Skandasana. So I'm going to switch it up for you. Skandasana is, yeah, you guys got it. Bending deep into one leg. It's like these half squats. We're gonna move side to side here. So exhale for your squat. Inhale to come up, straighten the legs. Exhale, squatting down. However fast you're breathing is however fast you're gonna move. And take a few more rounds, side to side. Good, and then we'll meet back to the top of our mat for lizard lunge with the right leg forward. So I switched it up, but y'all are just gonna be on the same side, right leg forward for lizard lunge. Both hands come to the inside of the right foot. Again, if you've been in a lot of my classes or even just some of my classes, you know this is one of my favorite poses. I think it's super important for all of the sitting and driving and walking on concrete that we do in our world today. Just good opening for the hips, the hip flexors, the psoas, the low back, lots of good stuff happening here. So just breathing into a variation that works for you. You can stay up on your hands. If you like, you can roll out to the knife edge of the foot, pinky toe edge of the foot, and then come down onto your elbows or your forearms. If you like a twist and an extra quad stretch, then go ahead, bend your back leg, reach your right hand to catch your left foot. All right, everybody come back to lizard pose. And then we're going to transition into malasana from here. So from lizard, take both hands into the mat and then tuck your left toes, so your left knee is off the ground, looking a little bit out in front of you. With an inhale, hop your left foot forward into your frog squat. This is malasana. Good. Feel free to hang out here. If you want to take it up into crow pose, bakasana, then go ahead, spread the fingers nice and wide, place the hands shoulder width distance, bend the elbows straight back like chaturanga. Take the elbows or the knees into the armpits, and then shifting forward, maybe one foot lifts off, maybe the other. Keep breathing. Good, and then we'll practice a nice jump back from here. So inhale, push the ground away from you. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a clearing breath, in and out through the nose. Again, if you need to release some heat, letting it go through the mouth. Let's take that to the other side. Inhale, left leg reaches up. And exhale, bring it forward, plant it between the hands for low lunge. All right. Left leg forward, we're in low lunge. Take your back knee, that right knee, onto the ground. And then push the top of the right foot with force into the mat. And with that, you push the foot back and you're lifting or pushing the pelvis forward. Big stretch in the top of the right leg. Just breathe into it. Side body stretching. Drop the left hand down. Inhale, reach the right hand high. Pick your drishti. Find something to look at and focus. Breathing into the right side body, the right ribs. Each time we reach the hand up, we have this opportunity to externally rotate the shoulders. Spin the tricep forward when you reach your hand up. Good, let's take it into our twist from here. Inhale, big breath in, and exhale, revolve. Take the right elbow onto the left knee and twist. Again, if you like, you can tuck those back toes, lift off the back knee, and breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Skandasana. Taking your hands to the inside of the left foot. Let's again take a few of those nice side squats. Left and right, right and left. Moving with breath. You inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, side squat. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, side squat. All right, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. So next time you come up, take both legs straight. You can separate your feet a little bit more, or you can bring them a little bit closer together, whatever works. And then we'll take 2 variations here. The first one, just keep your hands on the ground. Walk them back towards your feet. I'll switch it up. Walk the legs back, or the hands back towards your feet, and then you're breathing. Yeah. Letting the head hang heavy, shifting the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold with the hands on the hips. Good. Point the elbows up towards the sky. As you keep your hands on your hips, keep breathing into the backs of the legs. If you like, you can pull up on your kneecaps, really strong legs, so that the upper body can just soften down. Take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's actually add on one more variation. So inhale, come up halfway lift. Interlace your fingers behind you, and then exhale, chest expansion, forward fold. So we're interlacing the fingers, opening up through the shoulders. And breathe with sound. Good. Release your hands back to your lower back, and then uninterlace your fingers. Take the hands to the ground, and we'll just walk ourselves back over to the top of our mat for lizard lunge. So the left leg is forward. Here in lizard lunge. Whatever variation you took on the first side, you'll repeat. So you can come down onto your elbows, onto your forearms. Maybe you take that nice twist, bending the right knee, reaching the left hand for the right foot. Good. Release your lizard lunge. Take both hands to the mat. We're going to transition again forward into Malasana. So tuck those right toes, lift off the right knee. Look forward. Keep your hips low towards the ground, low as you can, as you hop the right foot forward into Malasana. This is our prayer squat, frog squat. Again, if you'd like to take it into crow pose, feel free. You can lift yourself up into your arm balance. You can also just hang out in your squat. That's an awesome place to hang out for a long time. If you want to take it into headstand, drop the head to the ground, lift the legs. You can hang out here as long as you want. If you want to work a challenge transition, take your knees back into your armpits from headstand, and then push yourself up into Bakasana. Inhale here. Exhale, go for your jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We all meet back home. You can drop to child's pose or down dog. We'll take, again, 30 seconds-ish of rest. Allow the heart rate, allow the breath to settle. And if child's pose is serving you, again, you can stay here as long as you need. Join us when you're ready. If you're ready for movement now, go ahead and work yourself up. We're going to find ourselves on our seats with our sits bones on the ground and our legs extended forward. So however you like to get there, take your bum onto the ground, legs out in front of you. One quick forward fold, and then we'll work into some other hip openers. So Paschimottanasana, straight leg forward fold, or straight forward fold. You can bend your knees if you want. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, reach in the direction of your feet. Don't hold an attachment to catching your feet. You don't have to catch your feet. Just reaching the heart, reaching everything forward. A lot of times what I see in this pose is we have an attachment almost to catching the feet and then even to getting the forehead onto the knees. So we end up just with this really round spine, which isn't necessarily what we want here. We're going for more of a long spine, some extension from the spine. So it's a forward fold. Look forward. It's not a downward fold. We're looking straight forward. Where you look is where you go. Good. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, take your hands back behind you. You can put your feet flat on the ground or you can just dig your heels into the mat. Purva Konasana, reverse plank. Inhale, lift the hips. Let the head drop back. Point the toes. Try to touch the toes to the mat for 3. For 2, inhale, lift. And exhale, slowly lower yourself down onto the mat. Janu Shirshasana. First on the right side, take your right foot towards the left inner thigh. Right foot to the left inner thigh. And then we'll take the left peace fingers and thumb to loop the left big toe. If you can't quite get the grip, you can grab the ankle or the shin. You can even just let your hand rest on the ground. Inhale, reach the right hand high. We're opening up towards the right. Inhale, up. And then exhale, reach forward, close off the heart. Inhale, reach back and up, open the heart. Exhale, reach forward, close the heart. A few more rounds like that, drawing these big circles with the right hand. Next time, your right hand comes forward to catch the left foot. See if you can catch the outside edge of the left foot, and then take your left hand back behind you and revolve now towards the left leg. So we're twisting to the left. And then you can stay exactly as you are right here, or if you feel like you have some more space, keep your twist and take it into a forward fold. For the final expression of Janu Shirshasana, now you can tuck your chin and take your forehead to your knee. Another variation is chin towards the shin. So you keep looking at the foot, take your chin down towards your shin. Any amount, however close or far away you are, it's fine if you're breathing. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, counter twist over the right leg. So we're twisting to the right. Keep the spine long, lifting the heart, relaxing the shoulders. You can feel free to stay here. If you want to take it into a nice front body opener, place the right hand back behind you, roll onto the right shin, lift the hips, and then you can draw some big circles now with your left hand. Letting the head just hang out wherever it's comfortable. Breathe into the front of the body, the tummy, the sides, the armpits. And exhale, slowly lower yourself down. One more pose on this side. Grab your left foot, take your left foot into the crease of your right elbow. We're gonna cradle some babies here. So as if your left leg was a precious baby, go ahead and give it a nice squeeze. You can rock and roll a little bit. Give it some love. So just like we did with our hands at the beginning, thank your legs, your ankles, your knees for all the work they do for you. You've never been anywhere without them, right? They've taken you everywhere you've gone. So find some gratitude. You can stay here if you want. You can give yourself a little massage in the left hip. Take the left hand out, come onto the left elbow, and just sort of roll around on the left hip. It might feel or look kind of funky, but you're in your own space, so let it be funky. Breathe into the left hip. Maybe you find a nice sweet spot. You can hang out there. Nice, and then we'll inhale, come back up. Give that baby one more squeeze, one more hug, and then release. Let's take that all over to the other side now. So right leg extends long, left foot comes to the inner right thigh. Right hand, right peace fingers and thumbs, reach for the right big toe, or the ankle, or the shin, or the floor, whatever you got. Grab that toe, left hand reaches up, look up, open the heart, and exhale, close off, reach forward. Now reach back, inhale, reach up, open, exhale, reach forward and close. Couple more. Big circles with the left hand. Lubricating the left shoulder, stretching the intercostals, those muscles across the left side body. Good. Next time your right hand comes forward, see if you can catch the outside of your left foot or the outside of your left ankle or shin. Right hand comes back to push yourself into this beautiful twist towards the right leg. Feel the space. Can you breathe broad across your collarbones? Stay here or twist into your fold. So we're not coming out of the twist, but it's a twisted fold directly over that right leg. Forehead to knee, chin to shin, or just hang out where you are. Breathe with sound, continuing. Good. Interlace your fingers, inhale, reach them up. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Can your heart, your chest get a little closer to the ceiling as you breathe in? And then exhale, use arm strength, twist a little bit deeper. Stay here in your twist, or if you wish, you can take it up for that nice heart opener, that side body opener. Roll it onto the left shin. Left hand back behind you, and now the right hand gets to draw those big, juicy circles. lower yourself down. Good. Cradle the baby. Go ahead and take that right foot into your left elbow crease. Grab hold. See if you can sit up nice and tall. A lot of times we tend to hunch forward and round the spine. I should have said this on the first side, but we have a tendency to round. So can you, as you pull that leg in, can you use that sort of counteraction, pull your heart towards your leg as you pull your leg towards your heart. Shoulders back. It's a really long spine. You can find some movement if you wish. Good, feel free to stay or go into that nice sort of massage. You can use the ground or the mat as a massage therapist. Let some tension be released out of your right hip. You can wiggle around. Maybe you find a sweet spot. I know for me, this right side, I always find this one spot that just feels so intense. Sometimes I have to back off and ease my way back onto it. As if you could breathe into your pelvis. Allow those muscles to receive the breath. Good. Inhale, lift yourself up. And then exhale. We'll take Baddha Konasana, our last seated pose. Whew. Running tight on time here. So we'll do one more seated pose and then a quick closing sequence on the back. So for Baddha Konasana, the soles of the feet come towards each other, specifically the outside edges of the feet. So eventually we're gonna spin open the soles of the feet so the soles of the feet face up towards the ceiling. If you don't wanna work on that right now, that's okay. But if you have lots of opening in your hips, then the next step is to start opening through the ankles and the feet as well. So soles of the feet face towards the ceiling, the knees are working towards the ground, the inner thighs are what we're using to push those knees closer to the ground. Again, can you pull the heart forward through the arms? And I like to choose a long spine here. I can feel plenty of a stretch in the hips, working to get those knees closer to the ground. If you want to take it into a fold, feel free. You can reach the heart forward, or maybe you can even round the spine here. That's okay. Feel it in your hips, opening through the hips. Good. If you're folded forward, bring yourself back up. And then we'll do a fun transition into happy baby here. So walk your glutes close towards your heels, or walk your heels close towards your glutes. Grab hold of your big toes, and then we're gonna find a sort of happy baby here. So imagine that you're flat on your back in happy baby, but we're balancing on the sits bones. Can you lift the heart? And then roll yourself back into nice happy baby. Maybe your feet touch overhead. Maybe your feet touch to either side. You can find some freedom, really channel the energy of a happy baby. The full expression of the pose here, I can't even come close to it. Babies can do it really well. The knees are on the ground, and then the big toes are right on the lips. So it's just like a happy baby. Good. Extend both your legs long out in front of you. Or actually, your left leg long out in front of you. Pull your right knee into your chest, Pavanamuktasana. And then we'll take it into a twist from here. Left hand guides the right knee to the right side of the body, opening up. Look towards the left, or look towards the right. Just a few breaths here. How soft can you become? So now here in the end of practice, focusing more on relaxation and the calming energy of the poses. So there's not much engagement happening here. See what you can let go of. Is there anything in your muscles that you're holding on to, maybe in the hips? maybe in the face. Let go, just relax. Good, inhale, draw yourself through center. Right leg extends long. Interlace your fingers, switch the interlace, and pull your left knee towards your left armpit. So pulling that leg up into the chest. Right hand grabs the outside of the left knee, pull the knee across the body, supine twist. Tee out the left arm and look to the left. Once you find your pose, allow your focus to be on relaxing. So it's conscious relaxation. Tell your muscles to let go. And then release. Slowly use core strength to bring yourself back through center. And then we'll neutralize with one Dvipada Padmuktasana, so that's both knees pulling up into the chest. And then we can briefly lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Wrap your forearms around the calves or the shins. See if you can get the grip opposite elbows. Maybe you grab opposite forearms or wrists. That's okay. Let the head and the shoulders soften back down, but keep the chin tucked. Look towards your knees or even towards your big toes. Breathe into the belly. Good. Keep your chin tucked. Keep looking in the direction of the knees and the toes. Release your arms. Take your feet onto the mat. We're going to do one bridge pose and then straight into Shavasana. So again, neutralizing the spine with this beautiful back bend. Push the hands and the feet into the ground. Inhale, lift your hips just as high as it feels good for you. You don't have to go super high. Lifting those hips. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly lower down the upper back, the mid back. Curl the tailbone under as you lower down completely. And then relax your legs long out in front of you. Relax your arms long out by your sides. It's still a very slight tuck of the chin, so the back of the neck can be long. Arms and legs are heavy. Release the effort of breath. Nothing left to do, nothing left to focus on. Just relax. Allow your body to absorb the practice. I encourage you to stay here in your Shavasana as long as you need, as long as you can. I'm going to close practice. Our practice has brought us up to 9:50, so 5 minutes past 9:45. I'll thank each of you for joining. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy in your practice. really an honor, and I feel super privileged to be able to be here and provide this online yoga for you all. So thank you for being here with me. The light in me sees and honors and truly, truly cherishes the light in each of you because it's the same. Namaste.